The Arkansas Cinema Society is continuing its mission of bringing films and filmmakers to the state of Arkansas. Here to tell us, give us a nice little recap of 2022 and then what's coming up for 2023. We've got Blake and Cody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
For people who may not be familiar, maybe share a little bit more about the mission of the Arkansas Cinema Society.
Yeah, well, I'm Cody Ford with Arkansas Cinema Society, and our goal is to grow filmmaking in the state through the tenets of watch, learn, and make. And so with Watch, I get to do cool things like put on screenings, like we're going to be talking about here in a minute. And then, learning, we have programs for youth, and we do workshops for adults. And within some of those programs, they get to make their own short films. So that's kind of where it all comes into play there.
Yeah, that's really cool. So you had a great, very successful year in 2022. You've already hit the ground running here in 2023. And Rock Hill Studios is kind of partnering with you with this new film that you're screening tomorrow night. Can you talk a little bit about your involvement, maybe with this movie in general, Blake?
Yeah, absolutely. Rock Hill was a co-production company on House of Darkness, and me and my mother, Carrie, were also executive producers. And we shot this back in 2021, and so we're just happy it's out there.
It was big news, right? Because people were like, what is Justin Long doing in Northwest Arkansas? Like, what is happening, right?
And we had to kind of keep quiet on that part.
Sure. Yeah. How do you even do that? Because I have a big mouth, so I have to tell somebody, one person I can trust.
Right. It's kind of a reward once it kind of gets released and everybody knows.
Yeah, it's kind of like you unwrap that present, right?
Yeah,
It's been sitting under the tree all Christmas season long, and then you see it. Talk to us about the film, the kind of the pulse of the film scene in Northwest Arkansas. It's grown over the years. Can you fill us in on that?
Well, just from our perspective, it's like we're always kind of there on the back end. So I've seen a lot of growth, and I've seen a lot of younger filmmakers coming up and established filmmakers. But I think a lot of the really big things you're seeing are because of studios like Rock Hill that are out there on the forefront, and they're bringing big names like Neil LaBute, the writer-director of House of Darkness, who I'm a longtime fan of, and and he got Justin and Kate here, and Blake and them, they had a pretty big year. That you had at least one project you could talk about last year.
Yeah, we just wrapped a film called Nuked, and we shot it all the month of January. But it's crazy how explosive the industry has happened here in the state. I mean, just in the past 5 years, it's just blown up.
Certainly.
So the word's out.
Yeah, definitely.
Shooting in Arkansas.
And with a big screening like you have coming up, you couldn't do it without your partners, right? So obviously Rock Hill's part of that Fayetteville Film Fest as well.
Absolutely.
So talk to us about that kind of network that you're creating there at ACS.
Well, one of the fun things about what I get to do is I get to go to other people's festivals and work with them, and we love to collaborate at ACS. And so anytime we can team up with another festival, such as Fayetteville, and do a screening, we do it. I was lucky enough to be asked to host a Q&A with Carrie and some of the other Rock Hill people for Freedom's Path last fall during Fayetteville Film Festival. So we wanted to kind of switch it up and bring them on for one of our events, and and it's always just great to team up with Rock Hill when we can. Blake and Carrie were instrumental in getting Neil LaBute and his wife Gia to Filmland when we originally screened this in Little Rock last year, and we just had a great time, and it's such a good movie. And I was like, Fayetteville needs to see this movie because it was shot here at the Dromberg, which is one of those places that if you lived here long enough, you know about it, but maybe you've never seen it.
Right.
And so it's exciting. You get to see it's almost a character in itself.
It is.
Sure.
It's a castle.
It's a castle.
Right here.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So we talked about a movie screening coming up. What are the details there?
Okay, we're going to be at the Malco Razorback tomorrow night, Wednesday. Doors are at 6 p.m., show is at 6:30, and tickets are $15. You can get those at arkansascinemasociety.org or at the door.
Yeah, I love that.
We'll be doing a Q&A afterwards, too, with Blake and some of the Rock Hill crew.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
That's exciting. Really quick, can you give us a synopsis of the film? What's it about?
Oh, yeah, it's about they meet at a bar. It's about a guy and a girl that meet at a bar, and then it kind of unravels. I can't give too much away.
Sure.
You got to see the movie.
Gets a little creepy.
So it starts with a meet, then
it starts with
creepy,
a meet, and then it gets
unravel.
creepy, and has a kind of a crazy ending.
Can't wait to see it. Guys, thanks so much for filling us in.